Test, test, test. All right, looks like we got an excellent connection. We are ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head livecast. This is episode 10 for those of you keeping count. And I want to start today's episode by wishing everyone out there all my fellow veterans, I would like to wish them a very, very happy early Veterans Day. I know that's tomorrow, but it's never too early to say thanks to all the men and women who have served our country honorably. So thank you all for this. Thank you all for your service. And man, look at this handsome guy right here. Wow. Right on, huh? All right, so without further ado, I wanted to go ahead and jump into the week 5, good lord, the week 9 pick results. Let me just get to that screen here, and we will be ready to rock. Let's see, take that screen name off of there for this one. Get over here. See, where did my week 9 go? There it is, right there. Okay. All right. See, but I can't see my week 9 results, so just bear with me 1 second here while I get it pulled up to where I can see it as well. Let's see, so NFL week 9 pick results: 11 wins, 3 losses, and 4 teams had byes this week. Thursday night, I'd picked the Green Bay Packers, which was pretty much a no-brainer pick, given the fact that San Francisco was just so decimated by injuries. And as it turns out, that pick was absolutely right. And, there's not much credit to be taken there because, once again, that's not a difficult pick, so let's just be honest with ourselves. Oh man, bear with me, guys. Here we go. All right, so the next game down was Atlanta soundly beating the Broncos at home. That really wasn't as sound as I thought it would be, but they won nonetheless. So that's good for the Falcons as they start to play better, put a couple of wins in a row together, and who knows? Maybe they'll get back into at least the NFC wild card. I don't know. There's still quite a bit of a season left, so we'll see how that plays out. I'd pick Buffalo over Seattle. That game turned into a shootout, and but the Bills did win at home against the Seattle Seahawks, so not super surprised there. Chicago Bears at Tennessee Titans. I had picked the Titans, and they did beat the Bears. That game, I mean, look at that. The Bears didn't score a point until the fourth quarter, and then they scored 17. So they started to make a comeback, it looks like, but that comeback fell short. The Ravens and Colts, I picked the Ravens on the road, and I won that one as well. Panthers at Chiefs. Man, that game is a lot closer than I thought it would have been, but I did not realize that Christian McCaffrey was coming back this past week, and but the Chiefs hold on, and they win at home over the Carolina Panthers. Minnesota Vikings over the Detroit Lions. Look, not so fast, I guess, on the Viking doubters, because here they are. They're starting to pick up the pace and win some games, so maybe they'll be a comeback story like the Falcons may be. Who knows? New York Giants at Washington football team. I picked Washington in this game, and it looks like they could have won, but they waited on scoring their points until the final 3 quarters of the game, and they lost. But I do see something interesting here in the stats column, which is Alex Smith as the Washington quarterback. So I gotta say that no matter what, it's very, very cool to see Alex Smith back for the Washington football team, because he suffered a horrible injury and dealt with serious infection and all that stuff, and it's a miracle that that guy's playing football again. It really is. So kudos to him. Texans and Jaguars, that was a battle of ugliness, and look at that. I mean, the Jaguars almost pulled it out, but the Texans hang on, get the win, and that pads my numbers for this week as well. And now I have to say, hoist the colors. The Oakland, oh, I'm sorry, no. The team formerly known as the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, get the win against their division rival, San Diego. No, the team formerly known as the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh my gosh. The Raiders win. Hoist the colors, Raider Nation. Yes. Yes. All right, so Steelers and Cowboys, man, that was an interesting game there, and I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that it's as close as it. I'm surprised that it was this close. That was a really, really ugly game for the Steelers, but they did end up getting the win. That would have been a huge, huge upset. And I thought that would have been the most lopsided game of the weekend, but it wasn't. It was actually probably one of the more entertaining games. So the Steelers did get the win. Dallas took the loss, but they showed an incredible amount of fight in that game, I thought. So good for them. You know, I'm not one who believes big in moral victories, but I'll go ahead and give Dallas a moral victory on that, even though they lost the actual game. Dolphins at Cardinals. Man, I got to tell you, that was a brutal game for me to watch. The Cardinals, they missed another golden opportunity. They missed that field goal late in the game that would have tied it, and because the kick was short, so they lose. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, good Lord. Did they even get off the bus? That's kind of my question there. I mean, that is just absolutely horrible. 38-3. I think New Orleans went ahead and put their stamp on that NFC South division in that game and said, you know what, we're taking this thing. It's ours and we're keeping it. And so with an emphatic victory in Tampa, 38-3. I lost that because I had picked the Bucks. And then on Monday Night Football, Patriots at Jets. Patriots finally get around and break their losing streak. And so here we are. That's the Week 9 pick results. Let me just get over here and find my Week 10 picks here. And we'll get ready to go with that. Oh wait, I need to remove this one other thing, which was Week 9. Alright, so NFL Week 10 picks. Indianapolis at Tennessee. I will take Tennessee at home against Indianapolis. Houston at Cleveland. I will take Cleveland coming off the bye. So Cleveland at home against Houston. I will take Houston. Washington football team at Detroit Lions. I'm going to go ahead and stick with Washington. I think they can go in there and surprise the Lions, but that should probably be another close game. and maybe I should take Detroit, but I'll go ahead and take Washington. Jacksonville at Green Bay, I think that's a no contest. I think Green Bay should win that going away, but you never know. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Green Bay lost at home to, what was it, Minnesota, I believe. So Philadelphia at New York, the battle of the NFC least, and I will take Philly on the road at New York Giants. Tampa Bay at Carolina. Uh, I look for Tampa Bay to rebound off of that horrible Monday night performance, and I think, or Sunday night performance, and I think Tampa can win on the road at Carolina. Denver at Las Vegas Raiders. This is another divisional matchup for the Las Vegas Raiders, and I look for them to take care of business at home against the Broncos. This may end up being another close game. That wouldn't surprise me at all, but I'll give the Raiders the edge over those Denver Broncos. Los Angeles Chargers at Miami Dolphins. After watching the Miami Dolphins play this past Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals, I think the Dolphins are for real, and I think they can cause some problems in the AFC. So I will take the Miami Dolphins at home against the Los Angeles Chargers. Buffalo at Arizona. In all honesty, I don't know how the Arizona Cardinals are going to respond after that close loss at home to Miami last weekend. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they will respond well. And I think they can at least keep it close and win a close game against Buffalo. So I will take Arizona at home against Buffalo. Seattle on the road at Los Angeles. I will take Seattle in this NFC West matchup. I'll take Seattle on the road at Los Angeles Rams. San Francisco at New Orleans. You know, it goes without saying, San Francisco's been crushed by injuries, and New Orleans is coming off of just a thumping of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think New Orleans keeps that momentum, especially at home, and I'll take New Orleans over the San Francisco 49ers. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's coming off that squeaker win they got, over the Cowboys, and I think they'll straighten back up at home and play Pittsburgh Steeler football. So I'll take Pittsburgh at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Baltimore at New England. In any other year, this probably would have been a more interesting game. This year, I don't think it's even close. I think Baltimore goes to New England and beats them pretty handily. And then on Monday Night Football, we have Minnesota at Chicago. The NFC North. And Minnesota's been on a bit of a roll, and I think they continue on that roll, and they go into Chicago and beat those Bears. So I will take Minnesota over the Bears on Monday Night Football. All right. Now I got some stories for y'all that I wanted to show you. Let me get them pulled up here. See, the first story is, see, before I do that, I want to bring this up too. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver this is just from November 7th. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Dez Bryant active for Sunday. So Dez Bryant is close to fulfilling one of the NFL's most unlikely comebacks. Bryant, a three-time Pro Bowl wide receiver, was elevated off the Baltimore Ravens practice squad to their active roster on Saturday and is expected to play Sunday at the Indianapolis Colts. So I don't know how he did in that game, but that's pretty cool. Bryant, 32, hasn't played a game since December 31st, 2017, a span of 1,043 days. Come Sunday, he can become the second Pro Bowl wide receiver to miss 2 full seasons and then return to the NFL since the 1970 merger, according to Elias data. Josh Gordon was the first in 2017. So that's a pretty cool story. Shifting now to baseball. Red Sox, that's applicable to me because I'm a Red Sox fan. So Red Sox to rehire Alex Cora a year after firing manager amid cheating scandal. And that was from November 6th by the Associated Press. Boston Red Sox will rehire Alex Cora as manager. A person with knowledge of the decision told the Associated Press, restoring him to the dugout less than a year after letting him go because of his role in the Houston Astros cheating scandal. A person spoke to the AP on the condition of anonymity on Friday because the sides were still finalizing terms of the agreement and the move was not ready to be announced. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that'll right the Red Sox ship, but we'll wait until baseball season to see that. And then another story here. See, White Sox's Russa charged with DUI for February arrest in Arizona. You know what? I gotta, but before I read this story, I gotta say that I will never ever understand why people with money refuse to use it on cabs or Ubers or Lyfts or something. Maybe it's because they have money and they feel like they're above the law. Maybe it's something else. It's pride. I don't know. But this is ridiculous. And all you beautiful viewers out there, please, 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 if you go out and you drink, please get a ride home. Please stay off the roads for the good of other people and the good of yourself. You don't want a DUI because unless you got millions of dollars like these cats do, it's going to be a huge pain in the ass for you. So please, please, please get a safe ride home. Now, on to the story. This is just something I saw come over the email today, but it says it was from November the 9th. So new Chicago White Sox manager and former Arizona Diamondbacks executive Tony La Russa was charged with DUI for a February incident in Arizona, according to ESPN. In a detailing of the events obtained by ESPN, La Russa was seen standing alongside his vehicle shortly before midnight in late February near Sky Harbor International Airport. He had allegedly crashed his car into a curb and left it smoking on the side of the road. Oh my God. La Russa, 76, told the peace officer responding to a call that he had hit something and his tire blew out. After the officer smelled the odor of alcohol on La Russa, he was subjected to a field sobriety test and then taken into custody. The case against La Russa for DUI was filed on October 28th, one day before La Russa was hired by the White Sox. He has one additional DUI arrest from 2007 in Florida. The White Sox were aware of La Russa's arrest before hiring him, per the Athletics' Ken Rosenthal. Oh my gosh. In May 2014, La Russa was hired by the D-backs to oversee their baseball operation, and so on and so forth. So as always, I will leave a link to this story in the description box below to acknowledge where I got this story from. And let's see here. Let me see if I got anything else. Bear with me 1 second here. Oh, in a bit of cultural news, Jeopardy host Alex Trebek dies at 80 from complications of pancreatic cancer, and that was on Saturday. No, on Sunday. I believe that I'd heard that on 11/8. So that's sad news. My understanding is that guy battled pancreatic cancer for a while before he finally succumbed to it. So, all right. Well, let me go ahead and check these comments real quick and see if we got anything. Let's see. Looks like nope. No comments. All right. Well, I want to say thank you everybody for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. Once again, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there and all active duty military personnel. Please, as always, be good to yourselves and each other. And I will see you all next Tuesday, November 17th at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you guys, I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and I will see you or speak to you next Tuesday. Until then, God bless.